Greetings, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. I am not wearing my Santa hat. In fact, I think this thing is going to go back in my closet for a year. Because it is no longer Christmas. It is way closer to New Year's than it is to next Christmas, of course, which is about 364 days away. But that doesn't mean we don't have some drama that is holiday season worthy going into the New Year's week, because Kabam has acknowledged that they weren't exactly clear. They weren't clear at all about the purchase limits being shared between the in-game store and their Kabam website. And there were so many people who got screwed over and literally cost themselves hundreds of units, particularly if you bought the All-Father Odin's Vault or the Black Panther's Treasure, the two most expensive and therefore the two biggest units difference between the in-game store and the website store. And so, several people have reached out to me asking me to keep this topic going. One of them is my man, the Stewart of New York. His holiday started off really well on Christmas Eve. He sent this over. He got 3 Adam Warlocks. 3 7-star Adam Warlocks, an Awakened Professor X, and a new Shocker. But he still was one of many who was waiting to see if he got coal or empathy. Because he could easily file refund requests with Apple or Google Play, whatever he plays on. But the problem is, Kabam will immediately put him into negative unit jail and it will mean nothing. And so, right now, Kabam holds all the cards, and this is why he sent in the Christmas store offer help ticket, and Kabam responded with the following: "Greetings, Summoner. Thank you for contacting Kabam support with your concern about the purchase you made in the Summoner's Market and Unit Store. We would like to share with you that we announced in the forum that the new holiday bundles..." Now, again, in the forums, their justification for legally not being responsible for the difference in units, which is what I've been saying this whole time, the obvious compensation is to just give summoners who maxed out the purchases in the game and couldn't buy them on the website, just the difference in the units that they gave up. That's the fair, most obvious thing. And they have given compensation for a lot weirder and worse scenarios, so I don't think that what I'm saying is exactly controversial. I also want to remind you that I have purchased none of these. So I'm not saying this to help myself in any way. That's not why I make videos. Almost every scenario that I do a video on, I don't personally benefit from. But I still want to use my voice to try to help these summoners out. The new holiday bundles integrated purchase limits across both the Summoner's Market and in-game store. This means if there is a purchase limit of 4, this will count both your purchases in-game and the Summoner's Market. Again, this summoner and the other summoners aren't debating this. It's the fact that, two things. One, this was not on the forums at the beginning of the purchases. But two, you should not have to depend on going to the Kabam forums to know really important information like, is my cash going to be worth less in the game than in the website? This is an absolutely pathetic response. You cannot get away with this in any other industry. You can't buy a car and then find out that you got screwed over and have them say, well, you didn't check our website clause. No. You would be able to go to Consumer Protection Services and file a ticket. But because the mobile gaming scene still feels often like the Wild West of purchases, there isn't as much legal protection, or at least it doesn't seem like there is, in this situation, even though on paper it's so obviously shady. All right, as such, said offer is not visible on your end since the purchase limit of the said offer already reached the limit. He knows. He knows why it's not there. He doesn't need you to explain why it's not there. He needs you to help him understand how he could get this rectified. Furthermore, Kabam support are unable to give you the bonus units that you requested since the offer your purchase are containing extra rewards. We hope this clarifies your concern. Actually, it's just the big middle finger. Kabam gave everybody who got this message the big middle finger, which absolutely is why he responded with, there should absolutely be some compensation. You did not make the offer restrictions clean, and really I think maybe he should have said, or maybe tried to say clear. They were not clear at the beginning. They actually punished people who bought them right away. Do you want to train your consumer base to just be like, hey y'all, there's new offers out, but they're probably bugged, or there's probably some kind of catch that neither you nor me sees. So let's wait for the Kabam forum. It's like, you don't want to train your player base to think about that being a possibility. And yet, it's going to have to be if this continues. Kabam just gave the compensation middle finger. They said, look, we know we screwed up, but we put a post on the forums. If you didn't read it, it's your fault. Oh, wait, you already made your purchases before we even posted that? Well, it's still your fault for trusting us to not mislabel something. This is not me being Mr. Negative. It's not just trying to be, some kind of emotional appeal. It's just fair, basic customer service etiquette. In any other industry, this would be standard. But Kabam doesn't have anything in place for this situation. So it's easier for them to dust it under the rug and try to make you forget about it. There are still people, I can't remember if they were the uncanny crystals or not. I'm searching the deepest crevices of my brain for this. But there are still people who claim that they didn't get their mutant featured Cavalier crystal compensation from like either late 2021 or early 2022. That was so messed up when they didn't receive the right crystals. And Kabam said, we'll get back to you. And they just never did. They gave some people some of the crystals, but the compensation was not reflective of what crystals were actually purchased. And now they're hoping that me and everybody else who has a voice just forgets about that situation. And it feels like this is the new version of that. It feels like Kabam wants to do nothing. They don't want to go back into records and see who bought what from where. They don't want to spend their employees' time doing that. And I don't blame them for not wanting to do it. But they messed up nonetheless. And this is how you lose your player base. This is how the game dies, when you screw up and you don't take responsibility. So I hope that Kabam reconsiders their position on this. Again, I am not benefiting in any way from this, so I'm not making this video to help myself. But I feel for these players who got absolutely screwed over. The middle finger to them for compensation that they deserve. And I don't know what else to say. They need to do better.